And welcome everybody to the Coastcast. I hope I'm not going red in everybody's ears in there. It's your guy that occasionally cries and loves to eat the large French fries. You got a little tea with the sweetest tea, and you already know I have to yell on them. Right next to me, we got Anna. Say something, Anna.
Hey, it's me, Anna Flynn. I can't follow that up. Can't do it.
I'm Michael.
I'm Michael.
Thank you, Tyren, for that wonderful,
that was good.
wonderful intro.
Moan on them. You already know. Young Moan. That's gonna be my rapper name, Young Moan, instead of Lil T.
We lost Lava Lord.
Yeah, actually,
Lava Lord, Lil T.
Lava Lord's still here. Lil T is going at the wayside because like I'm having so many people approaching me like, "Hey, what's up, Lil T?" And it's making me feel bad about myself, like I'm a little person, but. You should always aim to be larger than life.
You have a big heart. You have a big heart.
Yeah, I'm larger than life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, if you didn't know, or if you're listening right now in your car, at the library, at your local sermon.
Who listens to
Hearthstone
podcasts
Cafe.
at the gym. But
I mean, some people like to pump and listen to Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? We are a bunch of...
My daddy. Respect.
We're some theater students here.
We're all theater majors here.
Texas A&M Corpus Christi. And we're here. What you want to say,
I'm going
Anna?
to cut you off and just go ahead and plug our upcoming main stages. This Friday and Saturday, we have a play. It's called The Love of the Nightingale, directed by Kelly Russell. It'll be at 2 p.m. in lab on Friday, so be there if you're in lab. Or Saturday night at 7.
That's for everybody.
Hey, I'm just going to pause this just so you know this will go up after that show goes through.
Oh, you're so right.
So put that in there.
Please ignore me.
No, Continue.
It's gonna be over.
Oh.
Thank you, Jaydn.
Oh.
That'll be over. But then we're gonna have Gentleman's Guide, which is March 2nd, March 2nd through the 7th in the Wilson Theater.
She did that by herself.
No, I didn't. That's in the Warren Theater.
It's
stupid.
It's in the
The
Warren
Warren Theater. The set looks really great. And then after that, we're going to have Marie Antoinette, directed by Marco.
Your boy.
He's new.
Marco.
He's new here.
Yeah.
And that is April 14th through the 19th. Yep.
awesome. Well, that was a wonderful introduction that we had there, guys. I think we should just go ahead and jump on into it. What do you guys say?
Yes, let's do it.
Into what?
Well, my first question here. What was your favorite theater moment so far? You guys are seniors now. You guys have had plenty of time to get stuff done, be part of projects, main stages. Both of you guys are pretty prominent actors in the department. What would you say is that, your favorite moment here?
You can go first. Don't look at me like
I thought you were gonna. I was gonna offer.
Take the stage.
All right, I will.
We're in a booth.
Don't do that. All right. So this past fall, as you two know, I was in Hamlet, and I was lucky enough to be cast as Hamlet, and that was a really amazing experience for me. Like I grew as a person, as an actress, and I'd say that was my favorite character to play. And my favorite experience overall. I loved the process. It was liberating. You know, it was a liberating process to be able to play a character that I've never been typecast as before, and it was incredible. That's all I can
I'm gonna
say
say that, like, I mean, low-key, everybody who's like out here doing theater kind of dreams of doing Hamlet one day. You've done that. I'm so jealous of you. You've done that.
Thank you.
And you're taking Allison's vision for it was completely different than what I thought was possible within like the realm of Shakespeare and stuff like that. I was just impressed with how well you guys made that work.
Thank you.
Shouts to you.
We made it. We really made it fit 2019, I think.
What was let's. I'll ask you the same question in a second, but I want to know any challenges that you guys had, like working with that new vision of Shakespeare. Go ahead and let the people know like what her vision was.
So we made Hamlet a rehearsal process. It was like we were a company of actors in 2019 putting on a production of Hamlet. But you kind of forget that it is a rehearsal as the play continues. You know, it just becomes us doing the show. So we were actors. We are actors who are playing actors, playing these characters. And that was very hard for all of us to wrap our heads around, which, like, you know, Sarah and Jaydn look confused too. Like, we were all like the first day. Larry, I don't think Larry
It took a while. I remember
ever
that.
got it. I don't think he ever understood it. So I'm just gonna say it. But that was the hardest part, was just understanding the concept, and then.
Bro, I'm sorry. I just realized they're recording on camera.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, they're recording us right
There's
here.
a camera.
Yeah, the one with the red dot facing us.
For real, and I knew we were recording on audio, but I just completely neglected the fact that there's a camera
Did
here.
you
I'm
like
sorry.
pick your nose or anything? Are you good?
I was doing some weird stuff on the side while she was talking. Like, I was listening, but I was like doing my own body commentary.
Well, keep doing it.
Yeah, keep it
All
up.
right, keep on going.
But yeah, the concept overall, I think, was the most difficult. And then, of course, memorizing lines. It takes me a long time to memorize lines, just in
Shakespeare.
general.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. And so memorizing all of those, oh man, that was a bit. That was bad.
That was awesome, for sure.
Oh, that was a bitch to do, but I got it. So.
Looks over producer. All right, Tyren.
Yeah.
What was one of your favorite moments here?
One of my favorite, I have like 3 all mushed together with one big collage of like
Momentary.
It was the Top Dog Cincinnati. There was one more event that like was really special to me this year, but I have to say for sure, like Top Dog was like my favorite show that I've ever been in.
That
to
was
this
incredible
day.
to watch.
Man,
I was blown
awesome,
away
super
by Top
compelling.
Dog.
Man, we did not
Blown
expect
away.
it to be that special during rehearsals. I mean, I was just, how I thought about it is that summer before school had even started, I was just driving on my way to Wendy's and shit like that. But like,
Got that 4 for $4.
yeah, I was trying to get that
That's
4
what I
for
got that
4.
today,
You know what I'm
actually.
saying? They got them chicken tenders,
Spicy
put that
as
hot
always.
and spicy ketchup, whatever. They don't even sell that. But anyways, that's a Whataburger. Oof. So I'm driving to Wendy's and I'm just like, man, like I want to do something special this year. Like, I want the capstones to be good, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when I came here my freshman year, like, that was something that I personally look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have these seniors who are curating these entire projects based off their ideals and what they want to see in theater or what they want to do in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
So, having that kind of mindset driving, I was like, I remember reading this show, Top Dog, my freshman year, and Don Cheadle is like, I look up to him so much. Like, that's my idol. In like the acting game and like how his progression was, and you know, Lawrence Fishburne and stuff like that. So just being able to like be in that show, is that his name?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just messed up. But Don Cheadle was in that show, and it inspired me to like want to play the role of Booth. And I called Marcus on the phone. I was like, hey, how would you feel? How would you feel about doing Top Dog
You
Underdog?
said it just like that?
I said it right like that in his ear. You gotta sensualize. You gotta finesse people
Well, but
being
of
shows
course,
nowadays.
especially
Sometimes you
Marcus.
gotta give
Yeah,
them,
you get that voice just lends a hand.
You gotta make them
just
feel comfortable.
on their ear like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Pull
I
them
would
in.
say
And that's
yes.
what I did to Marcus in theory by telling him that we should do Top Dog Underdog. And he was like, fuck him. And then we did it. No, but for real.
It was a huge success.
Yeah, it was
I
a
saw
fun
it
show,
twice.
man. Yeah, and it was a lot of like ups and downs. I
Y'all
remember
had
this.
a lot of people show up.
Yeah,
Y'all
we
really
did.
like. Did y'all like put the word out, or how did that work? Because I think that was the most attended capstone that I
Yeah.
had seen.
I saw a bunch
The
of
Warren was packed.
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff on social media. Like I saw you and Marcus kept posting y'all's advertisements and
That was one
That
thing
was
I
what
wish
got
we
out.
could
Yeah, it
have
was
done a
good.
little bit more. But we wound up getting lucky with a little bit of marketing that we had for the show. Everything that we had talked about was just all word of mouth. Marcus knew people at the gym, he'd tell them. I knew people at Coffee Waves, I'd tell them. We'd have Coffee Waves events, I have people who like look culture, and I'm like, would you like to see Top Dog Underdog? And they're like, oh yeah, hell yeah. So like, I just told people from Meta Entertainment, the journalists from the Ben magazine, to see if they could come, and just there are various influential people who I just felt were like cool out in Corpus. Like, you gotta come to the show. This is it. Like, this is it right here. So they told people, and it was all just like a big broad of people. Like but my favorite thing that I saw, as far as like everybody that came, is the amount of African American people that came
A
out
lot
to
of
see
representation.
theater.
yeah.
We like to see movies. We like to see to the point action or some really hilarious comedies and stuff like that. So for people to sit down and just be like, all right, I'm here to experience a story. art perspective, and it pretty much shaped how they thought theater could be, because it was pretty much like we wanted to put a movie on stage. I'm sorry to talk about this, but like,
I
you know, for a long ass time.
yeah.
But yeah.
So, I mean, let's do the same thing we do with Anna. Let's talk about any challenges that you guys experienced in Top Dog.
Challenges?
Yeah. What was it like having Hunter as a director? Because Hunter isn't black, and the show has 2 black characters.
Oh, yeah.
What was that like?
Man, Hunter got it.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter's a great
And I
director.
knew it wasn't anybody else but him that could get the story of this show and, you know, direct it in a well, like, orchestrated way.
Mm-hmm.
His vision wanted to be, like, very old, beat down, like, apartment, and it's all in a room. And the pretty much the concept was, like, 2 panthers, like, just pretty much eyeing each other, walking in a circle, circling each other in a cage. And it's a constant battle of who's going to be the top dog in this cage, because, you know, we both want something. But he was very understanding on how we should approach certain like objectives and tactics and stuff like that. He read the script analysis, did all of that, and he's a huge fan of Susan Laurie Parks. And just incorporating that love to wanting to accommodate us and not offend us in any way was really important, and he achieved that. But as far as like the challenges of the show, I feel like the psychology of the characters is what really got me. And Marcus is like, huh?
Like, how do we get to this moment? Like,
how do we get to this moment? Like, why is Lincoln trying to scam his younger brother the way that he is? Like, you see, he looks up to you so much. Like, why would you want to take advantage of that innocence?
Mm-hmm.
And
was it do you think it was gradual? Or
it's gradual.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen until the middle of the story that he's pretty much put on this huge elaborate game to get Booth's inheritance money from the get-go. And he's highly annoyed by Booth, but he's like, all right, you want to act like this? You trying to take my game away from me? Let me show you who's the real one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you who's the actual top dog in this situation, and I'll make you look bad. But that making me look bad was explosive. People can't handle stuff like that, you know? You gotta really watch how you, like, that's what that show's taught me, like how interactions go and how deeply someone takes an action that you bestow upon them, or the words that you say to them. Like,
For sure.
every little thing, like, matters. But yeah, that was, like, the hugest challenge. Psychology and cutting the dialogue. Because that girl is a Pulitzer winner.
Yeah.
Not once, but twice. So having to cut those, she was giving us pearls. It's like poetry, and having to take out such important, like, integral, like, parts.
It's painful sometimes.
Yeah. It's like stripping away parts of yourself. Because most people are like, you shouldn't become your character's like different from you, but I was Booth, I felt like Marcus was Lincoln, and that's why we did it in the first place. So it's just like taking those lines away. It's just like
you gotta put a little bit of you in your character.
Yeah, that's you.
Makes him relatable.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man.
Michael.
So, what you about to say?
I was gonna ask him his favorite.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Well, before I get into it or anything, I just want to let the people know that I'm actually filling in for Sean Murillo. He's usually going to be the one here in this position. I'm actually the head production assistant. So
doing a great job.
He's a little sicky right now.
He's got the flu.
So I had to step on in. He's got the flu. Nothing crazy. Nothing from China.
Yes, Lord.
I promise. So,
that coronavirus. That
my favorite moment.
Can I lower this chair?
I was trying earlier.
Oh, hello.
Yes, hers lower.
I can.
I was trying to. Okay.
It's much better.
My favorite moment.
My legs.
It was for Anthony's capstone, Wilderness, right?
I was there.
Great show. Good show together. It dealt with a bunch of kids who were struggling with drugs, anger issues, things like that. And there's this program that they get sent to go just basically camping. They get their phones taken away. Mm-hmm. It's called Wilderness.
And it's a real thing.
Yeah,
it's like
Earl
a rehabilitation kind of.
Earl Sweatshirt went to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually in the script too. They talk about that. It's funny. But yeah, my name is Michael Westerdale, and my character's name was Michael W. We never get to see his full last name, but he was Michael W. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And then getting into analyzing him more and stuff like that, the struggles that he had in life heavily mirrored mine. So I felt a genuine connection to this character, and some of us struggle with like figuring out how to play certain roles and how to do this and that. A lot of his moments came to me naturally because there were things that had happened to me previously.
Mhm.
So yeah, just a major connection. That's basically when I found out like, theater can teach me about myself and like show me how to like move on with certain things like that. I think that was definitely my favorite moment in theater. Lots of lessons learned.
Yes, Lord. My God.
Lots of lessons learned.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's been like a lot
Yeah,
of...
capstones are it.
They really
We
are,
love
because
that
we
point,
do
man.
they do plays that we would never do as a main stage,
Exactly. Right.
but it's treated like a main
And
stage.
it's
and
all students.
yeah.
It's all put together by students. Really awesome.
Oh, yeah,
I
man.
like that.
So let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let me see what we got going here.
What kind of questions you want to ask?
So, how do you think your view of the world has changed since you guys have started doing like theater in college?
That was hard.
Yeah,
It is a hard
what
one,
the
yeah.
That's a
hell?
hard one. That's like
Uh,
algebra, but words.
But words. There's
your
letters
equation,
in algebra.
man.
Oh, they do got...
You know?
Yeah.
Y square A
Hey, man,
A.
look.
plus B
I don't know.
equals Y C squared.
What you laughing at? You good over there? You like you need a cold compress.
Here, I'll start us off then.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of things we really got into in acting. Towards the end of acting 2 and like a lot of acting 3 was like subtext and stuff like that. Like reading the subtext. What do people really mean when they're saying something? Things can have other meanings.
Oh, for
I
sure.
started analyzing that in real life. In real life,
That's a
with,
dangerous
like,
game. That's
yes,
a
but like
slippery
you know,
slope.
you want to be able to understand people, and I found it's like a nice little tool, as well as status.
Yeah.
Like we went over the
yeah.
status exercises, like what are people doing to like raise their status, and you start noticing it everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all over. Everything people do,
Yeah.
everything a person does, is for status.
Yes,
It really
Lord.
is.
Right, Anna?
Yes, Michael.
Take back the status. Okay.
All right, what's the question
It
again?
was
Like,
about
tell
how
me.
how has theater shaped our worldview. I guess that I would just agree. Like it's made me notice so many things about just like human nature, and it's so easy to tie it. I'm a comm minor, communication minor. Hello. So I have to take a lot of classes that deal with communicating, obviously. And I took a nonverbal class, and we just talked about all these little things that people do, specifically with status. And I realized, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but they all tie together. Like theater is just, it's so humanizing. Like it's so natural, even if it is a farce or a crazy drama. Like it's still, there's so much. It's raw.
There's a reason things that like we see as an audience member resonate with us.
Exactly.
You know, and like studying a script and like seeing why this is in there and like what this is going to do to an audience, that teaches you about human nature in a way, which I've always thought was really cool.
Yeah,
It's a really cool lens into just humanity.
Yeah.
There's been lots of times where I'll be in the club or at the bar or at school or at the gym, and I'll just like look at somebody.
Yeah, and like watch them.
Yeah, and just like they'll have a whole
Their
like little
physicality or
story
what?
about
Yeah.
what's going on in their lives, like what's ailing them, what kind of troubles are going on. Like, oh, I'm having to pay bills. Like, oh my God, Felicia got pregnant. Like
God.
a different like a bunch of things that you could just like notice in body language and stuff like that, and how drawn to other people they are, and like where their feet are placed.
Yeah, where their feet point. I pay attention to that all the time.
Yeah,
now.
like that's like pretty much where they're trying to focus their attention because they
I
want to like impress
I
or
look
like
at
talk to
people's
that
shoulders,
person.
Like, when
How
they
they
hold
walk.
them back, or if they're like down like this, like what's weighing you down?
Yeah, man. Like, and definitely improv has helped me out a lot as far as ending conversations, because sometimes sometimes other people just really leave like conversations bland. But it's depending on like I guess what they're going through that day, and they're just like don't want to talk a lot, because like I'd be like that. But to keep a conversation going and like keep some kind of subject matter just like thrown in there, and you gotta like pretty much go with it. It's just something that I've learned to improv, and it's helping me out a lot. I think that's another element in theater that's helping me towards my future, because being able to just jump in any kind of situation and try to talk through it with people, or just like get to know other people, is definitely something interesting that I felt like I've learned.
Yeah,
It's
improv's
still
awesome.
something that
I'm so
hard.
glad that you joined improv,
Yeah, man,
Seriously.
it was fun. Like, it's opened my eyes up to like pretty much spontaneity of like life.
And the thing is, like, I mean, like, as always, like, and we had like a completely new group of improvisers this year because more people like wanted to join in. They auditioned to go to Houston with us and stuff like that. First couple rehearsals always rocky, but like once we got to really know each other and like we're all on the same wavelength, we were really creating like cohesive stories.
Yeah.
With a really loose form.
Yeah, it's like you.
So fun.
You pretty much brand everybody as a commedia dell'arte, like
It was-
stock
yeah, everyone
characters.
gets a
like
stock
everybody has their
character.
own like thing to
Davis
bring
is
to the
always
table.
like the crazy dude. And, oh my god.
Yeah, freaking beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna ask the next question.
Do it.
I got
Do
this,
it,
Chief.
do it.
So it's so crazy that we've. Oh no, that's not a question. No, put your hand. What? What's the problem? Am I gonna have problems with you today? I better not.
I don't even know who you're
I'll
talking
take your
to.
shoes from you and wear them.
You don't mean
Wear them.
that.
I don't mean that.
You have plenty of shoes. You don't need them.
Okay. So what?
Bobblehead. Yeah.
I know. I thought it was just a Funko Pop.
How did y'all get here to Corpus Christi?
How did I get here?
Why did y'all pick Texas A&M Corpus
So
Christi?
I went for A&M Corpus and Texas State, and very quickly I realized everybody from high school was going to Texas State, and I was like, my whole goal is to get out of this, so I think I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was an engineering major originally, and I was like, I'll do my 2 years here and go to like
Main
A&M
campus?
College Station, and like get my engineering degree and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I was
That's good.
dead set about not coming here. I was
really,
Yes.
Where were you trying to go?
Anywhere else.
But your brother or what?
My brother, like, I love you, but you know.
You want to go other places.
I wanted to
yeah.
not be his little sister anymore,
Yeah.
so I was so against coming here.
Mhm.
And then, like, a lot of my friends from high school who were in the other podcasts, they came here too. So it was like, do I wanna like go branch out and be alone? So I narrowed it down to Texas Tech.
Oh, me too.
Heck,
Yeah, Tech. They have
I've
a
never
pretty
looked
good
into
department.
Tech's program.
Yeah, but I narrowed it down to Tech and here because
Right.
Kelly had judged like one act play for us, and I really liked Kelly, and I saw Rent and all these other shows that my brother was in here, and they were amazing. Like, I was so impressed. And then after Rent actually is when I decided like this is where I want to go, because I was like, my brother's only gonna be here for 2 years. All I have to
I can
like
wait.
I can wait.
I can wait.
And then he's like my best friend now, and like I don't know, and I've learned so much after deciding to come here. I'm still friends with my friends from high
And
school.
we have a beach.
And we have a beach.
We have a beach.
Go Durs. But it's yeah, I'm glad I ended up here, but it really was like the last thing I wanted to do.
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't know much about like going and picking any kind of school to go to at the end of like senior year of theater. Like, I didn't at that moment believe that I could really like do this as
Do
a
it?
career,
Yeah.
and it was like really something interesting. I just came freshly into this from athletics, and I was like, see what happens, and I loved it. And then my theater teacher was like, why don't you try this school? It's on the island, Corpus Christi, Texas. If Texas A&M doesn't work out, not A&M, but Texas Tech doesn't work out. And I sent a video audition to Kelly Russell.
Oh, really? You did a video audition?
Wow.
One of my friends archived that YouTube video.
Is it crunchy?
Ooh,
I would love
boy,
to,
is
I
it
would
crunchy.
love- can we find it?
Oh, it is
Can we
crusty.
find it?
Would you like to
Yes,
see
I
it?
would love to see that.
Do it on your iPad or
No, I don't even want to pull it up
He
right
can
now.
pull it
I
up.
had this really musty white T-shirt that wasn't ironed. I'm really huge about my ironing. I'm huge about my ironing, but that day I borrowed that
Aha.
T-shirt from one of my Speech in the Bay homies, and my theater teacher was like, "Okay, like get in this Android phone and go ahead and do your monologues." And I did my HI monologue, which was never funny.
Yes, you're at 30 already.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're at 30
I'm
already?
trying to be quiet about this.
Oh,
Keep going.
sorry?
Okay,
Dang.
okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry,
You
time.
made me lose my train of thought.
You were in a musty white T-shirt.
musty white T-shirt.
You can talk to me.
Should we
We're
just like
cool.
add the video in as you describe it?
Yes. Added into the video at this point. Musty white T-shirt, black slacks.
Was it a real T-shirt or was it a button down?
Was it a fake T-shirt?
It was a button-down T-shirt, but it was like a little big on me.
Was it a
I did like
fake
this
T-shirt?
humorous interpretation about a roommate who was like, if you come to the room and you see these items on the doorknob, that means I'm having sex with a French like pastry artist or something, or like if you see this banana on the door, it's like
What?
my pet.
Hey,
Closer to the mic.
yeah.
Oh, can you hear? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Just like push my head forward next time. Just like
Give him a.
give me a nice.
Look at that! Look at that!
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, if there's a banana on the door, that means a monkey is in my room, and I've like let him free. It's just really bad. And the second one was from Water Bottle and Spoonful, and I was the most proud of that
That's a great play.
because I played Shoots and Ladders, and that was fun.
Let me
Like,
just
that
say,
was really
it
cool.
was Kelly who like convinced me to become a theater major,
Mhm.
and not even like directly. Actually, I learned more from Kelly. In the first, I was a minor in theater. I was going for my engineering degree, and I was just taking one acting class. And the first week of acting one taught me more than basically I'd learned in all of high school, because I had
Yeah.
pretty shitty directors in high school.
Mm.
Theater was still fun, but like here, I saw it as like a real art form and something that you can like work to become good at. You know, very inspired by Kelly Russell, and so I decided to stick around.
Yeah, man. I think Don got me.
Don?
Yeah, he got me by the throat one day in class.
Oh,
in
acting 2 with Don. That was.
Were you
that was,
there
I was in
that
class
day?
with you. Yeah. That was a great class.
That was a turning moment in Little T's life, or should I say, Young Moan.
I hate that.
You don't like it?
I hate that.
All right, okay.
Young moment.
Young Moan. I saw. But yeah, he yelled at me. He was like, "You're not doing it right," or like something like that. He was like, "Do it again. You didn't start correctly." And I was like, oh, I'm so mad. Like I was late to class. Thank you. I was late to class. I was just so angry, and I just yelled what I needed to say at everybody. And he was like, "That was good.
That was good.
I love that."
Oh man.
I was like, "I love you too, Dad."
Let's do another one.
Okay. What music inspires y'all throughout y'all's roles? Oh,
Well, I mean,
any kind of albums, playlists?
I think it's specific to like either the show or the character.
I agree.
'cause I like
it always
to make,
changes.
For shows, I make playlists, and for characters, I make playlists. Like if it's like a more serious role, I usually find something more somber, some Frankie Cosmos or something
I
like
love
that.
Frankie Cosmos.
Yeah.
I know specifically, like, for Hamlet, I'm going to talk about Hamlet again because it was the most recent. I listened to 2 songs before every show and then just more music like these songs. But I listened to Basket Case by Green Day before the show started.
That's my guilty pleasure.
It's a...
I'm not gonna
Why
lie.
are you why is it guilty?
Everyone's like, oh, Green Day.
Yeah,
Yes,
Green Day
that was-
slaps.
Green Day's awesome, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so I listened to Basket Case, and then at intermission, I'd listen to Kids by the Frights, and just like go crazy in the dressing room. And Miranda was usually back there with me, shout out, and she just like watched me. And those would hype me up in the right way. And then for Ophelia's death, I would think about what is it called?
What'd you think about?
It was that song, Make You Feel My Love.
Bye.
It's I like the Adele cover, but it's originally by I hate myself.
Look it up.
You look it up.
What's it called?
When you look, Marco's laughing because he knows who it is, and he's
What's the song called again?
Make You Feel My Love.
Make you feel
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
karaoke. Garth Brooks,
No.
Adele, Glee. Glee's performed as a version. It's Garth Brooks. It says Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Ah, Bob Dylan. Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan. Anyways, Ty?
Oh yeah, there's been 2 playlists on account that I've made for a show. I think the first one was during Titus, and I played Aaron, and I had this combination between this rapper called Billy Woods, who's like industrial hip hop in a way. It's like really dark, and he talks about a lot of political things, and it's like really manic, like voice. It's kind of like Death Grips. If you would take the artist, the MC from Death Grips, and put him more reserved, like low chill hip hop beats, but have him still yell, that's what it sounds like. It was like really cool. And also this other band called Algiers, who's this experimental rock band led by an African American male who talks about like political issues also. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mike people and audio people. Also, like for Top Dog Underdog, I made a Desvalidos playlist, which means underdog in Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it's
You're
called.
looking at me like I know Spanish.
Damn.
I do.
I'm
Anna's
sorry.
no, Anna's
Does somebody-
actually the one that knows
Desvalidos?
Spanish.
I do.
Is it Desvalidos?
I've never heard that word in my life.
I
I
have
do
it
know
here in my
Spanish.
Apple Music.
No, I trust you.
All right, but yeah, I made a playlist for Top Dog Underdog, and it had a lot of Nas, like Kendrick Lamar, The Black of the Berry, Sweet of the Juice was definitely a pivotal album that we used a lot, and it was probably one of the best albums of the genre, and I will debate
glasses.
anybody on that. But
Oh,
yeah,
You're
actually,
right.
what?
Desvalido.
Yeah,
Underdog. Masculine. Desvalida. Feminine.
Desvalido. So.
Well, you are. Yeah.
But
Thank you.
yeah, there was this one moment
He's doing
before
a
the
good
show,
job,
like I
Michael.
think 3 days or a week before the show, I was just playing the playlist and I was just doing a whole movement
Spanish.com.
piece for 20 minutes to Nas and Joey Badass and Kendrick Lamar, and it was just really refreshing to do that, just to create a playlist and do a movement piece just based off like the songs and how they make you feel as a person, just gyrating on the floor, just
gyrating on the
you
floor.
know, doing a whole little arm.
Kelly Russell told me I gyrate on the floor in rehearsal the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
He told you
In
to do that
rehearsal,
rehearsal?
yeah. He said gyrate on the. I believe he used the word gyrate.
Was that an instruction?
It was.
Like, what
It
to
was for
do?
the dancing, yeah.
Ah,
And he was like,
which is gonna be cool.
or maybe he didn't say gyrate. Yeah, I think he did. I don't know.
I like to hope he said gyrate.
I did too.
I like that word.
It's a good one.
It is nice.
You just reminded me. Sorry to
Sorry.
interrupt. Continue.
No, it's okay.
No, I liked it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
All right.
To move or to pop,
Honorable
or pause to
Bono.
move in a circle or spiral, especially quickly. Gyrate.
Well, now you're okay. Thank
Now
you.
I'm on it.
Thank you.
But yeah, playlists, they're dope.
All right.
You should definitely sync an album to like
Yeah.
any like role that you're
Very,
playing
very
right
helpful.
now. It's so helpful. All right, I think we have time for like do we have time for one more question?
You've got like 20 minutes left.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, well, I thought we.
Oh,
Y'all
I
were
thought we were like, oh,
no,
dude,
because you
okay,
see,
let's go.
y'all
We got
then
questions.
y'all awakened the beast. You awakened the beast. Y'all told me. Well, y'all were like, oh, we have 30 minutes. We just did it.
We're just
30
giving you
minutes.
a time check-in.
Oh,
Thank you,
really?
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I
We were like-
misunderstood
I
as
thought
well.
they were
I thought it was
like-
like cut it off.
I
cut it
thought
off.
y'all, yeah, like we're about to
But-
go over time.
All right, we're with.
Yeah, you got.
We're getting the hang of
Yeah,
this.
you got like 20 minutes left.
All right, cool.
You know what? Next time, just put a big 3 and a O.
He did.
right
I
next to
did.
it.
He was doing
Where?
that, and I
Did you put it
was
right
there?
right there. He was
You
going-
see me over here pointing in this direction.
I saw it.
I'm trying to like block
Yeah, but I've
y'all.
got 2/3 of them right here.
I will take your shoes and wear them. I will take your
Don't leave
shoes.
this
and-
man's shoes. No!
Don't-
Don't leave this
Hold
man's
on.
shoes alone.
Don't smell it.
Wow.
Okay,
I love you,
okay.
man.
I love you too.
Okay, so I got another question for you,
All right.
young owners out there.
Why are you using
You
the term
cannot
boner?
say that.
I can say whatever I
I mean,
want.
it's like
I'm just kidding.
it's not a term I've heard of before, but it's a term that makes me like,
Young
you know.
boners.
Y'all just
Ooh, no,
stopped
never mind.
communally.
What?
Y'all just stopped communally.
Oh, yeah. I thought
Communicating?
communally.
Communally.
Like to, as a, we, no, please.
Man, I can't read. Here, you want to read this? Go
Read your
read it.
lyrics.
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
find this word.
Oh no, Deadpool's getting away.
This is my board, y'all.
This is
In case I
paperwork.
didn't know.
Oh, what the? Oh, it's, I'm so an idiot.
What do you mean?
I was trying to, it's an iPad. And I was
Oh,
over
you were
here
trying to like scroll.
We
and
really
stuff
tried
like
to make
that.
this as professional and like off the cuff and improvised as possible, but as you can see, this is the bare bones of us showing you guys what the thought process
This
is
real,
for Coast
This
Cast.
is a gritty podcast. Is what this is.
It's gritty.
It's gritty.
Just here
Brick
for
and
a
mortar.
silly goose time.
Underground podcasts.
Yes, Lord. So, what did y'all
Wait.
do? with- What?
No, go ahead.
No. What were you about to say? Huh?
I was going to talk about what you did to me today.
Oh. What did I do to you?
So today,
Okay. Here we go.
I already talked to Michael about
Oh
this,
my
and you were
gosh.
there.
Yeah.
You did it. I'm at home. My car is dead, right? So
Oh.
Michael's giving me a ride to here. So I'm waiting, and then I get a phone call from Ty around like 150-ish. And he sounds real weird. He's like kind of quiet and like it's a little shaky. And he's like, hey, I think we're going to cancel today. And I was like, what? I was like, why? Why are we canceling today? And he was like, I don't think it's gonna happen, man, because this guy like collapsed in the CA and like everyone's out here and like Marco's here and he's bleeding out. And I was like, what? And I didn't believe it at first. But then he kept going and he was like, yeah, no, he's bleeding out. And I was like, do we know this person? And he was like, no, it's a band person. Like we don't know him, but he's bleeding out. And Marco is telling everyone to go and they're waiting for like everyone to come. So they're canceling. It's canceled for the rest of the day. And I was like, are you serious? I was like, are you... And he sounds like so fucked up about it. I was like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? And he was like... he was like, I'm just trying to get out of here, man. And then
all traumatized.
Yeah, all traumatized. And then I hear him like all these noises, and I think he's crying.
Like, describe the noises. Like,
it was like,
can you give us
like,
a very deep?
Like, it was like that. It was like
I was just laughing on the phone.
But like kind of muffled.
Do it on the mic, dude.
Yeah, I'm not able to do it on a mic. What?
He was just like laughing, but the way it was like muffled and he was away from the phone, it sounded like he was crying. Yeah. So I was like, are you crying? And he just kept doing it. And I was like, are you crying, Ty? Seriously, like, you're okay? And he was like, ha, I'm laughing. And I was like, why? And I was like, people process shit like this differently. Yeah. And he was like, I'm laughing because I got you. And I was like, what? And he's like, I didn't think you believed me, but it still happened. Where are we filming? And I was like, the pack. Go to the pack. And that was it.
I had to get her real quick. I just hear an honest... Oh my God.
I was concerned. I was worried.
Just did it for me. I was like, bro, she really thinks this is real.
I was like, it was so outrageous, but like, shit like that happens. You know? And that would be our luck.
I
that would be our luck.
And someone just passed out and had a seizure. See? I was like, this is real life right now.
It just happened.
I just wanted to say that I don't want to make fun of anybody who collapses and just pours blood out of their body with whatever hole is available. It was a joke. Blood. And I'm not that dark all the time. It was just, I caught her on a good day. Today was a good day.
Okay, guys, so moving on.
Easy right here.
Oh, man.
What is it? What would you guys say made you guys want to do theater in the first place?
Joe Budden. Wait, I was just kidding. That bald head. At that moment, dang, I want to be theater. I'm just kidding. He's just, if y'all don't know who Joe Budden is, he's this rapper who's really angry at everybody because, you know, Gen Z.
Gen Z.
He has a really bald head.
I want to zoom in on this thing.
Look at it.
Zoom in on Joe Budden.
Look at the shine, guys. We can get it from the side, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on.
He kind of looked good, though.
No, he does look good. I'm not mad at it.
Jawline and everything.
A little jawline.
A man jawline.
A man line.
But, what were you saying?
I didn't say shit. You were talking about...
You asked us a question.
Yes, I did.
And I was like, Joe Budden.
What made you want to do theater, man? How did you get here? Like, how did you guys become actors? Like, what made you guys want to do this?
I love performing at a young age, and when I was in New Orleans and we lived in our house, before my mom and dad used to go to work, I had this little Power Ranger, the white Power Ranger,
Tommy.
like figurine, not figurine, but like a little plush doll. And me and him would like do like little movies for my mom and dad before they went to work, so they can like feel
good. That is so sweet.
And I always remember that moment, but I just know initially like I like making people laugh. I like doing weird stuff and making faces. I've always done it, even when I was in football. Like I was still like the clown of the group, but you know I was still running anybody over. But yeah, after I strayed away from that and realized, man, I'm not going D1. I might as well try out. I'm not going D1. I mean, I am D1 now, baby. But yeah, we're a D1 school. I just found that out.
For basketball.
Yeah. I mean, baseball too.
Really?
Really? No, wait, not for basketball.
All of our sports are D1.
Are they?
Yeah.
Does it work like? I don't know how
I swear, everyone on the tennis team is German.
Like,
regardless, I'm D1.
There's two from South Africa.
There's two from France too.
Yeah,
no, those are the ones from South Africa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they just speak French? Is that
5-star recruits?
I thought they were from South Africa.
I'm pretty sure they're from France. They're in my seminar class.
The
I'm
twins?
gonna Google
I
France.
don't think they're twins.
The blonde
though.
brothers?
No, they're not blonde.
Basketball
Oh, those
sports.
are from the
LaMelo
twins.
Ball.
I know
ain't
our
got
female
nothing
soccer
on me.
team is amazing.
What he does
What
on
are
the
you
court
doing?
ain't
What are
got
you doing
nothing
over there?
with what I do on the stage. What I do on the stage is like Michael Jordan. You heard me? Straight up. So,
Yeah.
Balagna. Y'all know that? Jamaican thing?
Yeah, the lady trying to...
Balagna.
Oh, my laugh. Oh, God.
Yeah, I love performing. Like, this stuff
Did you
is
do it
like,
in high
I
school
love
and
it.
stuff like that? Like, what was your journey like becoming an actor?
I did South Pacific in high school, and it was probably one of the most racist shows I've been in. I'm so serious. Like, it was bad. Like, the woman who did the Islander lady, who leads them to Valley High.
Is it it's a musical, right?
It's a musical. She was a blonde-haired, pale, white woman,
Oh, God.
and they painted her face brown.
No, they didn't.
And purple.
No, they
and
didn't.
black. I remember aspects of them being in our black box, and my theater director putting the makeup all over her torso.
Are you kidding me?
I'm so serious. And the lady who played the
Tyren.
the female
Tyren.
lead nurse, her face was she was mixed. She
Okay.
was black and white, but they wound up putting a bunch of powder on her face and
Make her
making
lighter?
her white.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, man. And it wasn't until recently that I figured this out because Yasmin, who was supposed to play the main Islander lady, who fit the description, was like her assistant. I mean, they could both sing exceptionally well, but they wound up going this route and being offensive as opposed to going the other route and giving someone an actual
What were they
opportunity to
thinking?
be
Yeah, that's
great
ridiculous.
and make a lot of sense because she looks the part. Oh man, like there's so much like deep-setted like stuff that
Jesus
happens
Christ.
that I noticed now that I didn't notice then. So stay woke, y'all. That's all I gotta say is
That's insane.
stay alive.
On a Flynn?
I guess I always liked performing too. And you know, when you're little, you like watch movies and see all these performances, and you're like, I want to be a movie star, you know. But
I'm
no,
listening.
I wasn't. She was me. Better, cool. I don't know. I was like, I always wanted to, you know, be like a movie star when I was little, and then I lost that, and then I've always liked classical stuff. Like Shakespeare and like Emma. Y'all know the movie Emma? It's Jane Eyre, or Jane Austen.
Michael, look up Emma.
Emma. I saw that when I was little and I fell in love with it. And
There's a 2020 version.
there's a new one coming
Wow.
out. Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow was in the OG one. But anyways, all of that stuff I loved it, and then I realized that, you know, Shakespeare is actually, you know, plays. So then I started liking theater more, and in middle school, I thought about doing theater, but I didn't. And in high school, I was like, you know what? I can do it. You know, I was all insecure and small in middle school, and then small. And then I decided to try it in high school, and I fell in love with it, and it helped me so much with, like, my self-confidence that I couldn't stop doing it. Like, it kept helping me develop as a person and get better, and I love performing and to impact somebody in an audience in some way. So, that's why I do it.
Me? You guys want to know why I do it?
Yeah.
I
Me?
guess.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was a middle child, so like my older brother was always getting in trouble, so like my parents were always like pissed at him,
Yeah.
and then my little brother was busy being cute, so they were always like, "Oh, we love you, we'll spend
And
money
you
on
were
you,"
just
and so there was me just, you know, so like in school, of course, like I always wanted attention and stuff like that.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, so I remember my older brother, he liked some girl in the theater department at my high school, so he like auditioned to be in Grease, and he got to be an extra in Grease. We went and saw it. It was awesome, right? I was like, I hate you. I should be doing that.
Yeah.
Like this should be me. And I was always that kid who like like you said, watch movies and be like, oh my gosh, like I wish I could do that. It was always a dream.
Yeah,
you know? It was never like
exactly.
I can
It's
do
not
that.
feasible.
It was always like, wow, I wish I could be like that. Yeah, so then in high school, I did football for 2 years and realized, like, my school is second in the state. I cannot compete. Like, they're just, literally, they're, hi guys, you know? So, I joined theater and I made, like, a bunch of new really cool friends. I thought, like, everyone was going to be, like, really cringy and stuff like that. I realized they were just like
Those were
me,
the
if not
band
cooler.
kids.
Yeah, the band kids are cringy.
No.
Just kidding. We love you,
These
band
band
kids.
kids.
But yeah, so I ended up
I
doing
was a
theater
band
then.
kid once.
I was the backup Gomez Adams when I first auditioned, and then this dude, his name was Jace as well. He broke his leg, so they were like, "It's your time to shine. It's 2 days before opening. You ready?" And I was like, "Oh my god." I ended up doing it, and just like having like everybody clapping at the end, and like being with my friends on stage is super awesome. Cut to college. I didn't think I was gonna keep doing theater. I love that feeling.
Yeah.
But like I'd realized, as a young person, I was always wondering like why people act a certain way, like why do we interact like this? I think I was asking the questions that like people who do theater like are supposed to be asking, people who are like invested in it. So it just kind of made sense. Like I was saying, like when I was in Kelly's class, like the things he was asking us, I was like, wow, like these are things I've been doing. These are things I've been practicing kind of my whole life. So let's and practice makes perfect, so keep going with it, and that's why I am here.
Hell yeah!
Cool.
Sorry if I was ranting.
Communal round of applause. That was very communal of you guys. I loved it.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so before we end this,
Gotta do it.
top 3.
No.
Top
Quick,
3
I got this. I'm invested.
roles that you would see yourself as right now. All right, think about it, let it percolate. Me right now, the guy from Dope with the flat top. All right.
Oh, we're talking like movies?
everything?
Movies, everything.
Oh.
The guy from Dope with the flat top, Blade, and also the Black Panther.
I would say Jon Snow, just because I love Game of Thrones and that's really cool stuff. Who else?
Okay, I'll go.
I'll come back to
I
it.
would murder, and I've said this a million times and I'll keep saying it, I would murder to play Satine in Moulin Rouge, number 1. Number 1, Satine. Number 2, I just had it. Joe from Little Women. And, can y'all hear me swallowing? I feel like I'm swallowing
I
really
can
hard.
in normal life, so maybe they can hear you.
Okay, so those, and then I'm gonna go Game of Thrones 2, and I would say either Cersei or Daenerys. Cannot pick. I would love to play either.
I never really think about this. This is weird.
That's what I'm saying. I hate it.
What would you guys place me as?
The guy from Zorro.
Really?
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, Zorro. I said Zorro.
I was him for Halloween. That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jon Snow, you could do Zorro.
The guy from A Princess Diaries, the swordsman.
Oh my god.
Oh, Wes,
Yeah.
you could do that. Or you could do something goofy like, put you in some like Cheech and Chong shit.
No, just like some Seth Rogen.
Oh, some Seth, like a
comedies.
Seth
Yeah,
Rogen movie.
Like this is the end. You could
yeah.
be that guy who's just like doing the monologue downstairs about like just blowing your load everywhere. Like, I won't say the full thing right now because Marco's the other
Okay,
Marco's
okay.
really, like,
All right, we gotta wrap this up.
All right, cool. So that was
fun.
do that
First
outro.
episode, okay. First episode of Coastcast. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to check out the entire Coastcast platform, which includes Should We Be Doing This, our comedy podcast, and Callboard, our broad news podcast. Yeah, and then we've also. You want to plug your social media or something?
Oh, my social media is Hayabusa underscore Yamaguchi.
You want to spell that?
No.
Okay.
If you know what it is, you know what it is.
Okay, my Twitter is @Anaconda. I'm sorry. And my Instagram is I'm on a boat, but Anna is spelled like my name, Anna, so that you know how to pronounce it. There's some underscores in there. Yeah.
Mine is, for Twitter, is @Mike_the_West. And on Instagram, it's just Michael the West.
Michael the West. Yeah. And then also follow all of our social media.
Please do, please do.
Coastcast? At Coastcast?
You'll just be under Coastcast, yeah.
Under Coastcast. Yeah.
High fives all around?
Oh.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Wait. 1, 2, 3.
And that's a wrap.